Yeah, I'm lost and numb, cold to the touch. I pretend like I don't remember your name. Every masterpiece built to blasphemy. When I close my eyes, yeah, I still see your face. We were the thunder and the lightning, burning fire that started from the spark. I would spend you just to watch you twirl. It was us against the world. You were the rain falling on my skin. Yeah, I was dying when you pulled me in. I was your rebel and you were my girl. It was us against the world. It was us against the world. It was us against the world. I was your rebel and you were my girl. It was us against the world. We were the thunder and the lightning, burning fire that started from the spark. I would spend you just to watch you twirl. It was us against the world. You were the rain falling on my skin. Yeah, I was dying when you pulled me in. I was your rebel and you were my girl. It was us against the world. It was us against the world. It was us against the world. Yeah, I'm pale gray, all dust and fade. When I call for you, all I hear back is pain. Every song must stand, even diamonds fade. When the darkness comes, I count up my mistakes. We were the thunder and the lightning, burning fire that started from the spark. I would spend you just to watch you twirl. It was us against the world. You were the rain falling on my skin. Yeah, I was dying when you pulled me in. I was your rebel and you were my girl. It was us against the world.
goose walked out like right in front of me. It walked right in front of someone else also, but didn't attack them. So maybe they're not violent geese. A whole bunch of birds out there. Wonder why they're all just in a group, one area. It's a dangerous territory here. Some of the trees are really pretty, the leaves. Hello. There's the little birds again from this side. Hi, Mr. Winnie Cat. It's not a lot of daylight left, but yeah, and I can't see. Yeah, and there's tons of vicious attack geese here. I had one earlier right before I got to it. It just like casually walked over across the trail in front of me. I kind of like walked off the trail because I was worried. And then the person behind me, it walked right in front of them, but it didn't attack anybody. But I'm kind of slightly worried about walking right by them at me. I'm sure it would love to attack you if you grab it. You can grab it. Geese are, violent, basically. And they kind of do, I guess, like just, they don't look that violent just sitting there eating, but they pretty much are. So, well, I don't know, those don't seem, but I've had plenty of geese like try to attack me. I think it's usually has been when I'm like riding a bike by them or whatever, but yeah, all the ones here seem really chill. Like, I mean, at least those did, which was like probably like 100 of them that I walked by at a few different sections. Well, it's dark enough the lights just turned on for the path. Yeah, so I don't know how long this will look okay before it gets dark. So yeah, I guess so. It's not that super dark, but maybe it does make it look a little brighter than it is. Hi, Ari.
I know.
What? Oh yeah, but anyways, I had planned on doing an IRL stream today because I haven't in days, because like we didn't have power for 2 days, and then yesterday I was going to do some IRL stream and the internet went back off, and I can do Beat Saber on over a cell connection. I don't really want to leave of it just and do an IRL stream just on cell. I could leave a phone at home and stream off of it, but if it untethered from the computer, I wouldn't be home to fix it. So I decided I'd just pressure wash and the patio and do Beat Saber after that. And then I ended up pressure washing until so late, so I didn't really have time. But anyways, I was planning on doing Beat Saber tonight, but I accidentally yesterday, my muddy clothes, because I got all muddy from pressure washing, when I just took them off fast and threw them in the washing machine and washed my car remote. So the remote to unlock my car. So I took it all apart. Or anyways, since I took it all apart, I took the key off of it. So then today, since I had my key off of it, I was busy messing with the remote to see if it would work. So then I locked myself out of the house. So I was planning on going and streaming Beat Saber in about 30 minutes or something, but I can't get inside the house. So I thought, well, I guess I'll just do an IRL stream for the rest of the daylight there is, since I can't stream any other way tonight. Like, I've been trying to stream, but I didn't have power for like 2 evenings. And then, basically, and then the internet was off. And then today I'm locked out of the house, so I have to wait until Beryl gets home, which I don't know when that'll be. Probably like 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. So, yeah, I don't know. After, maybe I'll walk around until it's so dark that you can't see anything. And then maybe I'll go walk around a store or something and still stream or something. Or just stop stream. I'm sorry, Dan. So this park is like the only park around here that, well, was this and Seward Park both stay open after dark. Most of the other ones close at dusk. This one has pretty good lighting, so I decided I'd just come here and, you know, stream for a while. Depends on how long after dark, depends on if you guys can see anything or not. Are you the most common? No, but wait, Dan, I want to ask you, how do you feel about geese? Because you just missed me walking by a bunch of geese earlier. Do ducks hate geese or no? That is true, actually. Since you're a duck. I always figure it's other... Oh, yeah, Ari, you missed it. Also, I know how much you hate geese. I just walked by like 100 of them or something. Oh, and I've just noticed... I've been streaming until it's dark some, and I realized I didn't have the low light setting turned on this phone. So I turned that on, and I noticed it looks jerky. So the phone switched to, it has a setting where you can change it where once it gets dark enough that it doesn't get a good picture, it switches to 30 FPS instead of 60. Because I mean, basically shutter speed's twice as slow, or whatever. Like it has twice as long to get more light, so it can theoretically make it lighter. So like this part, it really is making it look lighter than it is under these trees. Yeah, I guess that's why when it's getting darker, is it really jarring switching back and forth? I can just turn it off. I figured it would stay 60 until it got really dark and go to 30, but I guess under the trees it's getting dark enough that it's going to 30 FPS. It gets where it looks really, really bad. I mean, in the dark you wouldn't be able to, but I've had times where I'm walking into the sun where like you guys can see good, but I can't see nothing. What? You're trying to make me run into the lake? Like literally trying to get me to run into the lake. Rude. Yeah, this is a kind of cool park. I've never streamed here. It's not that long of a trail. Like I've been here before, but it's not it's not like a super long trail, so like unless I walk really slow, it's hard to really hang out here for a few hours. Oh, is the lake your home? Oh, this park. Oh, I was just saying it's there's not a lot to do here.
said, yep. I said, we're no longer together. And
What? Oh, the bird right here? This isn't a duck, though. I think this is a coot. The one right down here. Man, it's weird. It's kind of weird. This park is busier than most of the places I've gone to. There's tons of people walking by, and now there's enough chat on my phone that it covers the whole screen, so I can't pretend I'm taking photos. Because like anybody that just looks at my phone will be like, "The frick? Like, why is there pictures and all this writing?" Hang out with ducks? No, I haven't really seen ducks and coots hang out together that much. I mean, in the same areas. If you go like, I have streamed way out over there before. That's where the Cedar River Trail runs out, or the Cedar River runs out into the lake. You usually see a whole bunch of ducks out there this time of day. Oh look, there's some kind of herring over here. It doesn't look very good with zoomed in that much, but here. Naming all of the birds is just kind of funny. Oh, that's true, I forgot. Okay, so I think it was 60 there, or either I was moving the phone slow, but yeah, now it definitely looks like it's 30 FPS, which it is quite dark under the trees. Phone actually brightens up really well. Yeah. Oh, and hi, fish. Yeah, it is pretty nice. So I've walked most of the trail, which is why I was saying it's not like, if I just hang out and look at the lake for a while, it's I was saying this is cool. It's a new place because I've never streamed here. For the reason I hadn't streamed here is it's hard to do like a 3-hour one here. I guess not too hard. Actually, it's I guess about the same size as that beach park I went to, where I walked around along the sound and talked about eating seaweed. I actually, hung out there for like 2 or 2.5 hours and made it interesting. This is on the lake though, so sadly there's no seaweed to talk about eating.
I like mine today.
What the heck? Wait, is that a person or a mannequin sitting there? I actually can't tell. I didn't want to stare at it. It looked, I don't know, it looked like it looked like a real person, but at the beginning of the park they have some statues dressed up as Halloween stuff. So like, I couldn't actually tell. It was either a really lifelike looking mannequin or a person, but I didn't want to stare too much if it was actually a person. Like, I don't know if it's Halloween decorations or an actual real person. If it was a person, I don't know why they would just be sitting in the creek, but I mean, it looked like maybe they were meditating or something. Not having seaweed, My local store ran out of seaweed snacks, like the baked ones, like the baked sheets of seaweed you can get, like those. I still keep forgetting. I still haven't gotten any fresh slimy seaweed to try. The baked seaweed is still the only thing I've had so far. But yeah, anyways, sorry, I think that was a dude sitting there. But I would assume it was a dude, other than I walked by Halloween decorations earlier. But that... You want to go get some slimy seaweed now? Oh, and hello. What time? The time's on the stream, unless you're trying to see what. Probably what time zone is Pacific time. "27 minutes.
Si no puede,
Oh, so this is the end of the park right down here. Which, as I was saying, it's not like super long, but it's a nice walk. I heard something. It's a rabbit that just ran in. It was at the very edge of the trail and it dived into the bushes. So that's the end. I'm gonna go down here and I guess sit on this bench and we can look at the lake and sunset a little bit. Oh, I'm scaring the rabbit. Wait, the downtime worked? It didn't read that out, so I didn't notice it. That he typed in downtime and not uptime. Weird. That's really weird. You can type in... I didn't know that either, that you could type in downtime and get the uptime. Well, right back there you get to the lights. Now, as far as streaming, there's some docks you can walk out to the lake, and it's always really pretty. You can see the lights over there reflecting on the water. I don't know if the phone will pick that up. If it will, I'll probably just hang out for a while and do that. Otherwise, I don't know. Yeah. So my backup plan is like if Farrell's gonna be gone until like 9 or something. Usually she doesn't work that late, but yesterday she did. I thought my backup plan is like if I can't find anything else to do, I want to keep streaming. My backup plan was drive to IKEA, and walking around IKEA sounds like a fun thing. And I don't think they would throw me out as long as I'm not being annoying. I've thought about that before. That's a big, huge place to just walk around and you can just look at freaking stuff. That's the only kind of like random thing I thought of like. Well, I've been kind of wanting to go to IKEA and buy some like string lights. They have like cheap string lights to hang on the wall. I have some already and I wanted to buy some more, so I thought, oh well, I could just go there and walk around IKEA and stream. That sounds like a fun thing to do. I don't like the meatballs that much. What the heck is that? Is that something food you get at IKEA? What? So the Swedish meatballs are pretty good, but like, I don't know, their food's okay, but it's not like super great. I mean, I wouldn't say they're the best things ever, but it is fun to go there and get meatballs sometimes. Oh, okay. I think I've seen that before. The big shark plushies or something that they sell. I just forgot the name, which I don't even know how to pronounce that name. So I have never gotten meat cubes any place to eat, I gotta say. Here, I might as well do that. That's better. You can see the sunset. I don't need wide angle just sitting here. Half the size of a grown man. Oh my. So they're huge plushies. I don't think I've ever seen one there. Like maybe I have, but I don't really remember it. So, you know. I've heard of the shark plushies, but like I don't think I've ever seen one IRL. I think I've only heard of them. I think Fish. Okay, maybe it's Sandy, or maybe Fish and Sandy was talking about them, and I think that's the only reason I even know what they are. Wait, are you trying to see your duck plushie? And the nice thing today too, the high was like 59, so it's still not that cold. It's starting to cool off, but my hands are getting a little cold, which actually they don't need to because I brought gloves. I just didn't put them on. Here, let me sit this phone up. Oh, it doesn't sit on the tripod good here. Oh, it slides in on the bench. Alright, fine. Hello. Give me just a minute. I'm gonna put my gloves on. I put them in a backpack. All right. Oh, they don't work for this phone very good, phone screen. All right, now my hands were just slightly getting cold, but now they're not going to, and it's just cool just sitting here chilling. Oh, okay, already fish. Well, good luck on the studying, and thanks for stopping by and saying hi for a bit. Yeah, thanks. Sure I will. It's been nice so far. It was kind of fun. I can just I don't have anything else I need to do really. I can't get in the house if I go home, so you know I can just hang out and just stream as long as I want. So all the lights start getting cool. Seeing the lights also, even when we were here like after dark. The phone is making it look a lot brighter than it is. Like it's actually even making the sky look brighter than it is. I think the sunset actually looks nicer on the phone than it does IRL.
At EGA, we're sponsored by South Transport.
I do kind of want to go to IKEA and walk around. That sounds kind of fun. It's I mean, I've gone there before and it's not that fun, but it can be pretty fun to walk around there and yeah, I do too. See how large one is IRL. But it can be fun to just go walk around there and look at stuff. Like I've gone there and just walked around and looked at stuff and didn't even buy anything. It's like cool how they have everything set up. It's just a fun place to go like walk around. Like you could literally spend hours there walking around and looking at all the stuff if you want to.
Beautiful pictures, huh?
Yeah. It's a nice sunset.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh, and like, yeah, over here they're starting to, if speaking of these, so it should, once it gets completely dark, it's cool, because you're like so far down to the water, all the lights over there, you can just see them going across the water. So, seems like the phone's will pick it up fine, since I have it in 30 FPS. It does seem to handle the light a lot better than when it's forced to 60. Yes, I think I'll try to go. It was sunny today. As you can see, it's like actually hardly any clouds right now, and it's supposed to be nice tomorrow. So I think I'm going to try to go bike riding tomorrow. And it's supposed to rain for a few more days. I was going to today, but I pressure washed our patio yesterday, which was like really, really, really nasty. It had tons of moss growing on it and everything. I've never cleaned it. And then so today, like, I went outside and moved the furniture back onto it and stuff like that. So then I ended up doing some other stuff in the backyard and everything also. So I decided I wasn't going to have enough time to go on a decent long bike ride, so I thought, well, I'll just go play Beat Saber tonight. So I was going to go somewhere for a bit, and then once I left, I realized I had locked myself out of the house, so I thought, oh, well, I'll just stream here. It's actually been nice so far. But actually, I hadn't gone bike riding in like quite a few weeks. I guess the last time I went was when I rode the e-bike, which was like, I think like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. It was like the first day I used the Starlink Mini after I got it. I did it for kind of like a test stream. But it's supposed to be like almost 60 tomorrow also. It'd be nice having to go biking probably.
So I said, yeah, I'm still kicking it around. And then my buddy Ted, you know what you make it. Ted calls me on Saturday.
Sometimes these gloves work better. They are not working good today on phone screens. I was just looking I guess I'll get up and go walk on the other way. Alright, let's see. Stick. Actually, I'll put it on this shoulder. That's how this strap's adjusted. Alright. Wow, the phone, you can see the path and everything. I can't see the path hardly, IRL. Like, it makes it look way brighter under the trees. Kind of crazy, it doesn't look too bad if I don't like shake it up and down a lot. Whoa. What was that that just flew by? A bat or was it a bird? Oh my. Okay, wide angle, it looks about like it does for me. Just a little bit darker. I can see a little bit. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty close. I can make out the path, and the wide angle, yeah, it was just pitch black. Normal lens, it like is working at least a little better. Like, it's really dark here. Like, dang, that's wide angle again, just like pitch black. This one, it does a pretty good job lightening it up. See the lights, just trying to get where you can see the lights on the lake. I'm trying to, and my phone just won't work. I was trying to, Beryl messaged me. I was trying to message her back, and my iPhone works pretty good through these gloves. My Pixel doesn't at all. So she's actually headed back. She worked extra late last night. So I guess she didn't need to work that late tonight. So let me. Now I got my glove back on. So I guess I won't do an IKEA stream, because I guess I'll just stream about another like 30 or 45 minutes or something. Probably like another 45 minutes or so. 6:41. I was kind of wanting to play Beat Saber. I could maybe go home after that and play Beat Saber for like an hour or so. I'd kind of thought about that anyways. See, this worked out. I took my iPhone and everything with me in case I was planning on just trying to come home early and play Beat Saber, but all right, so it's gone. So that was definitely a guy and not a mannequin sitting in the creek or on the rock at the edge of the creek. For anyone that wasn't here earlier, when I came by these rocks way up here, there was somebody sitting on them. Like, they were dressed up in like a robe looking thing, and they looked like they were, I don't know, meditating or something. So I kind of thought it was a real person. But there's Halloween decorations at the other end of the park, and it's like some statues that are literally dressed up like people. So I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to stare enough to decide if it was a real person or not. But yeah, that was actually a person sitting there in the creek. Yeah, one or the other. That I hope not. I hope it wasn't the statue that came to life. It would be, slightly concerning. Yes, Sarah, I really, listening to you talk about the Fitbit maps made me really want to play Beat Saber. I really want to play tonight and play Fitbit. Problem is, I was talking about I want to go bike riding tomorrow because I hadn't gone bike riding in a while, and if I play Beat Saber and I play a bunch of Fitbit tonight, there's no way I'm going to be able to bike ride tomorrow. So unfortunately, if I do decide to go home and then play Beat Saber for an hour and stream or something, I'm going to have to only do some Fitbit and not all the Fitbit. This trail going back, the boardwalk part I walked on. Man, it sounds like there's so much new Fitbit that I could just play it until I can't walk 2 days later. Like an actual, really, really good amount. Wait, 30? My goodness, Sarah said that was a lot, but I figured maybe like 10 more or something. 30 is actually insane. Dude, I can actually cripple myself playing Fitbit. Cripple myself. It was kind of, last time I played Catsey's map, I had regrets. Like, I don't really want to do that again. Nice. Oh, is that the one that she told me about that has jump walls or something? Because that sounded exciting. Sounded really amazing. Oh, heck yeah, I'm excited about that also. Yeah, I hadn't done any bike riding in weeks, but I've played so much Fitbit, and I've played Catsey's map like the beginning of last week, and destroyed my legs so bad that I couldn't hardly walk 2 days later, that my legs are in like the best shape ever, pretty much. it took me a really long time to get them in really good shape. Like, they had gotten where they weren't in as good a shape from not doing anything, like just like not walking. And I didn't walk a lot much. I don't walk that much working either, and that's probably part of why I dislocated and fractured my kneecap. And then I didn't walk for like over a month and lost all my leg muscles. So like, well, the other problem is I kept when I'd exercise, I kept overdoing it and hurting my knee, and then having to wait for like a week for it to get better. But now they're definitely in better shape than they have been for a few years. Yeah, it was the end of 2023, so I guess like almost actually it was in like October, so it was like 2 years ago. Yeah, I fractured it, and it wouldn't have been as bad, but I was visiting my parents and I fractured it playing disc golf. Like, basically I was slinging a disc golf is like basically you throw frisbees. So I was like throwing a frisbee as hard as I could, and rolled my ankle and fell over on that leg and twisted my knee like sideways. And what made it worse is I went to so I was in Georgia, so my insurance didn't. Yeah, mine was doing some really weird stuff. It was good for a while, and then last year I heard it again one time, like twisted it, and then it started getting where it would do this popping. Like, I would bend it a lot, and when I bend it back out, I would just feel it do this pop. It didn't hurt, but if I walked on it a lot when it was doing that, it would start hurting. And it kind of just did that until I got it in better shape, and then it stopped, and it doesn't do it anymore. So I was like wondering about it to begin with, like if it was ever going to actually be like completely better, but it finally last like this summer. I've exercised enough, and it seems completely like it functions just as good as the other one. That really sucks if you can't nail on it anymore. I couldn't nail on mine for a really, really, really long time. Oh no. Oh yeah, that plane we saw was landing. The airport's right over there. Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying was so bad about mine. So my insurance didn't cover stuff, so like there, so I just, well, so I went to a walk-in clinic there, and they x-rayed it and told me they thought I fractured it and to not use it. But then my leg was so bad that I didn't think I could go through the airport and stand to sit on a plane to fly across the country and everything. So I stayed there an extra week and then came back up here. And then, in hindsight, it would have been better if I had just like spent the money to get like MRI done and stuff like they wanted, and saw if it was bad, because there you can get stuff done a lot faster. Up here, healthcare is like, you have to wait a lot longer. I guess there's more people here and less doctors and stuff. So by the time I got up here, and got in, my regular doctor got me in fast, but then they had to give me a referral to get a specialist. But like the earliest a specialist could see me was like almost a month later. So basically, people kept telling me not to walk on it in case it was fractured. So I ended up not walking on it for over a month, and I guess you lose a lot of leg muscle, and didn't walk on my other leg as much either. So basically both of my legs were in like really bad shape after basically not walking more than I just had to get around the house for a month. And then what they figured, once the MRI got done, it was just my kneecap that was fractured. It wasn't any of the other bones that actually take weight. So other than I tore some ligaments and stuff, or tendons, and they needed to heal up, other than that, I could have just been walking on it the whole time. So if I had just, you know, so I was thinking, if I had just paid to get the stuff done there and got it all done within a couple days, and then them telling me it was fine to walk on, I wouldn't have, probably it wouldn't have taken there as long to recover, because I wouldn't have not walked for over a month and then been in like mega bad shape. Tried way deeper than before. Oh. No, I mean, I guess it depends on what it is. Mine, they said a little chunk broke off, and it was in a soft tissue area. And they told me that they didn't think it would move. They said if it ended up moving where it felt like my knee was catching or something, to come back and they'd have to operate and take it out. And they said eventually my body would just absorb it. So it's probably absorbed it by now. So I guess as long as your knee tracks right. Like mine, I tore some ligament tendons and stuff, but by the time I went to the doctor and they looked at me, all of those had already healed back up. So it took so long to get to the doctor. By the time I actually got the MRI done and saw a actual, like, you know, knee doctor or whatever, mine was healed up pretty much. So they just told me to he told me I should have already been walking on it, ideally, and just to start walking on it like that day. Because I guess all the torn ligaments had already healed up since it had been like over a month. So at least in my case, you know, there wasn't anything to do. Like, I couldn't hardly walk then when he told me to start, because all my leg muscles had just wasted away so much that they weren't even strong enough to hold up my body weight. But my knee worked fine, theoretically, if it's strong enough to hold itself together, you know. So I guess it probably depends on, you know, how you fracture it and stuff. It's right here about. Yeah, I wonder if that means it didn't heal up right, or mine kept hurting if I put pressure on it. And I finally started thinking, like, well, it's completely held up. There's no reason it shouldn't be able to take pressure. So I started just putting weight on it, just a little bit, just not where it hurt really bad, but just a little, and got it used to supporting weight again. And once it got a little used to it, it stopped hurting. So yours might just not be held up right, or it might just be not be used to holding up weight. And, like, you know, I'm not saying you should put weight on it and hurt your knee, but like, if it's like mine, you might just need to persuade it or teach it how to support weight again. after going like, you know, a year or two without putting weight on it. That seemed to be what was the problem of mine. Yeah, I hope your back gets better, Cassie. With your back and your leg, it doesn't sound like you're in really bad shape. Oh, there's a boat out there. I heard yelling. It's a rowboat, it looks like. See right here. Do you think you just get injured really easy, or do you think you work out too hard? Yeah. It sounds really... I mean, I don't know. I was thinking maybe you're working out too hard sometimes, and if, you know... Or maybe you're just getting unlucky. Because it does sound like it's been happening a lot. Because like when I wanted my knee to get better fast, so like I started, when I got it better where I started could bike ride again, I kept bike riding too much in just like one day, and it would like, problem of mine is it seemed to swell up really bad. Like I would exercise too much and the dang thing would like swell up, and then it would just wouldn't bend right or track right, and it would hurt until I let the swelling go down. And sometimes it would take it like a week for the swelling to go back down. So finally mine, I figured out I just had to stop using it when it started hurting, and then it actually got better pretty fast. But it's like, I mean, I wasn't really using it until it was hurting and just kept using it. I would just like, I was just pushing myself a little bit instead of just stopping as soon as I felt any discomfort. But like, the thing would start swelling up if I did that. So what I figured out is I had to just like, as soon as I felt any discomfort from my knee at all, I had to just like stop exercising that day and just let it, you know, chill. And, you know, that worked really well. Until I got it strong enough that it would just, because it would be strong enough to like do whatever, but once it got tired, it wouldn't be. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how my knee was. Like, I'm pretty good at, if something starts hurting, like realizing it and then stopping. If it hurts for a while or something, or I start getting tired, but my knee would be like, I would feel fine, and then like 5 minutes later, it would just start feeling bad a little bit. And then sometimes if I just stopped then, that would still have overdone it. So I'd be like, well, what the heck? I like stopped as soon as it started feeling bad, and I still screwed it up. It was like extremely irritating sometimes. And my phone's doing good, making it still look nice. I just need to stream at 30 FPS when it's nighttime. I mean, I don't even need to. I just have it set where it changes it to 30, and it seems to be working good. I want to use the restroom real quick if these restrooms are still open. I assume they are. So I'll be right back. Like a couple minutes. or they're not open. So I'm back really, really soon. The park still stays open for another hour, so I thought, well, maybe they'd be open. But I guess they closed them earlier. Did you hand clap any? Like maybe you hand clapped and bruised your knuckle and didn't realize it. Or you mean you don't remember how, like you don't remember hand clapping or anything that could have bruised it? Man, I used to hand clap a lot, and then I got where I'd never hand clapped anymore. And now, almost every stream, maybe you just grazed it slightly or something and didn't really notice it or remember it, but it bruised it. But yeah, now I play enough Twisty Tech. Almost every stream is at least enough that I end up hand clapping. I usually just do it when I'm like, when you're playing something, you're like tying your arms up like a pretzel or something, and you don't do it quite correctly, and you know, hand clap. Or do that and like, you know, punch yourself in the face or something. Because you're trying to like swing like palm up or something like this, and you go too close and you just freaking punch yourself. Or was occasionally when I punch myself in the elbows. That's really crazy when I swing so far over one hand that I get it all the way over to the other side and just, you know, hit my elbow. But I seem to be pretty good at doing it. Oh, how did I've only done it a few times. Somehow I hit the wrong button and turned the flash on my phone. I didn't know you could do that, but you can. I've only done it a couple times, but it really hurts if you punch yourself right in the end of the elbow. Like I've done it where I've hit it with a controller right on the like tip of my elbow. And it's like, dang. Well, it's deserted here. The whole parking lot was full when I got here.
Projectile vomit on people in the aisles, so I'm just like, oh my god.
There's a bunch of trees here that are really pretty this time of year. And when I got here, there was a bunch of people on the edge of the parking lot just taking pictures of the trees. So the whole parking lot was almost full. I hear geese. Yeah, when I walked through here earlier, there was a whole huge group of geese over here. And one a little ways back on a whole group on the other side of the trail. They're all gone now. Oh, it looks like they all might be out there in the lake. I think I see some right out there. Guess maybe this late at night they all go out and... Do they spend the night out in the water? I guess probably so. I assume they probably would, because they'd be less likely to get eaten out there. I don't know if... I mean, there's coyotes around here. Like, I don't see them that often, but I see coyotes just about everywhere in town. In different areas, every now and then. So I'd assume, I don't know, maybe a coyote would, is what I was thinking. No. What the heck? That sounds like an interesting video. You just want to destroy all the geese. Okay, so here, there's some statues here, and they've dressed them up for Halloween. So, I saw like these, and I'm like, okay, I mean, these obviously aren't real people, but I'm like, maybe that one on the, at the creek was a statue. I was just, the benefit of the doubt, because I thought it was unlikely that person would actually be sitting there on a rock in the middle of the creek. But it's gone, so either it was the person that walked off or the statue, came to life. I think it's serious. If you're gonna walk over here and then walk out to the dock there. There's more restrooms here. I'm gonna see if these are open. I doubt they are if the other ones are, but you never know, so. And then we'll walk out in the water, either way. squat, look like this. Feet together. Hello. So those were actually open. Now we're gonna go walk out to the, oh, I have it on a wide angle. Oh, the wide angle lens is actually working decent here. Not quite as good. This one's brightening it up a little bit more than it actually is. But the wide angle one makes it super dark where you can't see anything. The park actually goes along over there also. I've never walked over there, or at least not at night, but it looks like there's lights. Dock closed for repair. Huh. Oh, there's a boat ramp over there, so I guess maybe you can usually just dock your boat here. I guess that's a buoy out in the water with the red light. So yeah, there's lights all over there. So I guess you can walk over to that side of the park also. Yeah, I don't remember. So I don't remember the day Index orders, the day, if I remember right, like the day they put them on pre-order, you had to just like order them within the first. They had like full kits and they had the controllers and stuff separately. Yeah, if I remember right, they had the one day that they put them on sale that morning. Yeah, and then if you ordered it early enough that day, you could get them fast. But I think like the first wave, they sold out in like an hour or something like that. So by the time I realized that you could pre-order them, the whole set had already sold out. And I only wanted the controllers and headset anyways because I had a Vive, so I already had lighthouses. So I bought the controllers and got in the first wave with them still. I was early enough. So I got the controllers like 2 months later or something, or maybe a month later. And then I got my headset, I think 3 or 4 months later. So like they had a set where you could do like the whole set, or you could buy the controllers and headset together. And that was going to be, I think by the time I pre-ordered, like months and months out. So I bought the controllers and the headset separately. It was like a little extra money that way, but I got them like a few months early, and I was mostly excited about the controllers. I don't remember. I was thinking the pre-order was in like April, and I got the controllers very end of June, so I felt like it was like 2 months, and then I had to wait like 4 or 5 months to get the headset. But yeah, but I guess something like that, like if you didn't order them in the first couple of hours, then it'd take you like 6 months to get your stuff. So I'm sure Index 2 will be like that. Like if you, I think the Steam Decks were like that pretty much also. If you ordered like the first part of the first day, you got them pretty early, and otherwise it was like, you know, months and months and months. So I'm sure Index 2 will be the same way. Like if you luck out and pre-order one like the first hour or two, you can pre-order. You might get it pretty fast. I'm trying to see. This is lighting it up too much, and it doesn't actually look as nice. But this makes it too dark. Is there any in between? Wow, you can really tell when it switches from wide angle to the other lens. I guess this is closer to what it looks like IRL, as far as how the lights are a little dimmer, but they look about as bright on the water as they do to me. Yeah, wasn't the first Index only available in the US to begin with, and then they rolled it out in other countries? Or was it available to some other countries right away also? Okay, only in the US to begin with. I really want one. It'd be cool. It'd be cool if the thing's wireless. As long as it... I don't know about inside-out tracking, so I hope you can use them with lighthouses also, because I feel like it would just track better with lighthouses. Or as long as it'll at least still work with all... I can still use the headset and use all my trackers for full body tracking. I guess that's fine. I just don't like, the reason I bought a Vive and played Beat Saber with those horrible controllers instead of CV1 is because I wanted full body tracking, and it's like way easier to do with a, you know, Steam VR headset. I mean, it wasn't that bad. It was really hard to play fast stuff on it. I mean, for like tech and stuff, I don't think it was really any different than my Index. The controllers were kind of large, but I played with them. I played claw grip, so they were actually more on my arms. So as far as hand clapping and hitting your controllers, I think they were less in the way than Index controllers are. Yeah, I mean, not twisty tech. You had like ruckus maps and stuff that I used to play on my Vive, which is like what I call brain tech, like technical patterns that are hard to follow and read. But, you know, used to tech was just like that, like hard, like really funky, like mind twisty patterns, and now tech is more like twisty stuff. Oh. So that was 1 and 2 finger claw grip. My hands are so big I can't hardly fit 2 fingers through the tracking ring in the Vive. So if I played with it like that, it was so tight that it would rub blisters on my fingers. But that held the controllers more solid and I could play a lot better. So I used to get tape and tape my fingers so I wouldn't get blisters on them, and that would hold them even tighter in the controllers. So the controllers were like, the Vive controllers were like attached to my hands. Like they couldn't, you had to like just tear them off pretty much. So it made it really, really easy to hold on to them and you know, get decent accuracy, at least for them, because didn't have to worry about them slipping in your hands. I just say that I think it's really funny. I'm so committed to playing Beat Saber that I would, you know, I was better at this one with this one grip, but it wore blisters on my hands, so I'd just go, you know, tape my hands up so it didn't wear blisters on them, instead of using a grip that, you know, I wasn't as good at. Just, you know, normal Beat Saber stuff, I guess. There's always popular people fishing there. Yeah, I do too. Okay, the same way. I feel like that's... Oh wait, was it Index? Wait, you play... There's a claw grip on Index? I thought Index was mostly just grips of different saber settings, but everybody held the controllers like we're at least close to the same way. Yeah, that's why I was curious. I don't know what claw on Index like would even be. Where's the ducks or geese? I saw when I was on the land what looked like a bunch of geese out here. And I was wondering if they had all moved out to the water, but while I'm out here I can't. Oh, there's some over there. So there's some. See, here's where all the geese went to. They're just hanging out there. I'll take a picture and post it. Cool, that'd be... I'm interested to see what freaking claw grip on Index is. And there's something swimming over here. It doesn't look like a bird. I think it's something in the water. I've seen an otter here before. I wonder if that's what that is. I wonder if I can get closer without scaring it. Oh no, I think it just went underwater. Oh no, it's still over there. Whatever it is. I don't think it's a bird, because it looks like it's something just sticking barely out of the water. It might be, but I think it's an otter or something. I just can't really tell. Yeah, otter or beaver or something. Yeah, I mean, it could be a beaver. I saw those beavers at the other park. It's too dark to be able to see. There's nowhere else I can walk. I mean, it's on down there now. I thought maybe if I had gotten up here right when it was going under, but it was too fast. Good night, Mr. Winnie Cat. Hope you have a nice sleep. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I was wondering if you were still here because it's kind of like late there. I think it's not super late, like 10:30. Yeah, good night, Mr. Winnie Cat. I'll probably stop pretty soon anyways. And head towards home. Man, there's just, before it got completely dark, it was doing the light good. Now, it's either darker than it looks for me, a wide angle, and then as soon as you go to the other one, then it lightens it too much. This still looks nice. It's just a little bit lighter than it is IRL. I mean, you can actually see the reflections off the water better. Somehow the phone picks it up better. I guess it looks worse when you go out this way. There's less light on the lake. Because this is more like what it looks like to me. It's just dark. Dark. See, what time is it? 7:32. Oh, the park closes in like 30 minutes anyways. I think it closes at 8 at least. Oh, these over here. I didn't think. Oh, are you talking about these? I just noticed all the buildings have triangles. This has a triangle, and these over here have triangles also. Okay. But yeah, those over there have triangles also. They're just, they're all the same style of buildings. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, but I guess you could see two of them when I was looking up from the bridge. I just looked over there and I was like, wait, there's triangles everywhere I'm looking. It's like there's 3 different triangles over there I can see. Ooh, we can go here. This triangle, you can walk up in that building. Should we go to Triangle Building? I don't know if it's open at night, but I think you can. I think it is. And then I guess I could probably go ahead and stop. Head towards home. I think I will head over towards that building. Seems fun. So if I don't know if I'll have time or not, but if I get home and I eat fast and I decide I have time, what does a 1 hour Beat Saber stream sound fun? I've mostly never, it's probably just dumb. I mostly have never, other than a few select days, I've mostly don't do 2 streams in a day because I'm thinking like, well, doing one and then going offline and then starting back like an hour later or something just seems a bit spammy or something, which is probably just me being stupid. And I guess I also don't, yeah, it is hard to play for only an hour. And also it kind of, I don't really like doing hour ones because I've done, when I have, really if I do less than 2 hours, a lot of times it'll be kind of dead the first hour. And then everybody will show up because it takes people longer to show up. They'll all show up about right when I'm stopping. And then I feel bad that I'm ending right when everyone's just showing up to watch. And it's like, you know, if you go like 3 hours or 4, everyone shows up kind of the first hour, hour and a half, and they watch you for a while, then they get bored, and it kind of slows back down, and then you stop, or whatever. So I mostly don't. Yeah, I could, I mean, I was gonna go bike riding tomorrow, so I could just, I wouldn't mind getting a little exercise, but I mostly want to play because I'm excited about playing Fitbeat. But I shouldn't, if I go play like Fitbeat for most of the hour, then I'm going to be too sore to go bike riding tomorrow. I mean, probably wouldn't actually get sore until tomorrow evening, but my legs would still be tired earlier in the day. I mean, could always destroy them playing Fitbeat and then just go walking tomorrow instead of bike riding, but also could just go, so Sunday, I played a little bit Sunday night. By the time the power came back on and everything, it was like too late to really play very long, so I didn't stream. But I did go play a few songs Sunday night and record some videos to put on YouTube. So I could do that. That would get the playing Beat Saber out of my system, where it sounds fun to at least play a few songs. Because I think I played 4 songs Sunday. I hadn't played any since Friday or whenever, last time I streamed it. Oh, they have the lights up so you can't actually see out good between these, because they put Christmas lights up here in the winter. I noticed they were over there on the trees also. They're not turned on yet, but they have most of them, well, you can still see out like this. Just look out between them with the camera. What is that what? Oh, is that a spider web? Or is it how light's reflecting off the lens? Yeah, that would be weird. I don't know, do I have something on the lens? No, I guess it's just the way the light's reflecting off. Yeah, that would be crazy if you come up here in the top of this building and there's just barbed wire and other Christmas lights. I'll try to come here sometime. The camera works better like this, like I said, than how I usually do. It'll pick up the Christmas lights good. So I'll try to come here sometime when the lights are turned on. I think I don't actually know when they turn them on. Maybe after Thanksgiving, but they're already put them up, so I'm guessing maybe they turn them on after Halloween or something. It seems a bit crazy for them already put them up if they're not going to be on for like another month. Oh, see, they have big bulbs here also. There's Christmas lights all over this building. All over a lot of stuff here. I'll walk down here just a little bit. The most horrifying thing, the most horrifying thing is I was saying Thanksgiving is gonna be, it's like almost another month or something, but it's gonna feel like a few days. It hadn't felt that fast, but last month has felt, I guess I've been extra busy and it's felt like a week or something. Like, I actually just realized how close it was today when I realized that Halloween is in like 3 days. I was gonna make a Halloween costume for my avatar. I've been saying I was going to, you know, every year, and this year I tried to make a concerted effort. I actually found all the clothes and everything and came up with an outfit. I just didn't actually go put them on my avatar. Like, didn't get to doing that. And like a couple of weeks ago, I still thought I'd have a chance that I could get it done, and then I just hadn't even had a chance to even think about working on it for like the last 2 weeks. And now it would be like pointless. Like, I'd probably actually have to work on them like a whole day or two. Like, it depends on how easy. I think I'd have to. The clothes come from the same game as my avatar, so I think I'd have to redo all the weight painting for them to look decent. Which would probably take like 6 or 8 hours. So like, I mean, I could do that instead of bike riding tomorrow maybe when it's nice weather, and then get to use it for like 2 days before Halloween, but it's pretty much just too late. So it's like, you know, at this rate, like I said, it'll be like, it'll feel like another week, and it'll be Thanksgiving, and then it'll be Christmas. Oh yeah, and I guess Thanksgiving is only like a U.S. thing for all the people that don't know when Thanksgiving is. It's like third Thursday in November. Isn't it 3rd? So it'll be like November I don't know when it is this year, 20th or something around there. So, you know, in like a little less than a month. See what time is it? 7:44. I don't know why. When I move something about here, when I move some of the ways that I point the lights, some of them look like specks on the phone. Like it's, really weird. Like at first I thought the screen was dirty, the lens was dirty, but it's like just the way the lights show up. Those over there or something. Extremely strange. Oh yeah, I just saw that. I was gonna get my other phone out and look. Let me sit down and take my glove off and check Discord. Oh, see, wait, is that I guess tape you wrap around to like grip the controller? Oh, like that. So that's claw grip. Okay. So you have your thumb on one side and, huh. Yeah, I stick all my fingers around like through the strap and everything, like where the tracking ring or where the finger tracking is. But I can hold on to the top of the controller because my hands are so big. My fingers can wrap around to the so I actually do that, and I put my thumb up on or around the tracking pad like you have a finger. I should show mine sometimes because I always see people, I mean, I've seen people, like, I think Monty and a few other people maybe is who I've seen talk about it, put tennis grip, like grip tape on their controllers to keep them slipping out of their hands. My hands are so huge that I can just like wrap them around the whole entire controller. So even when my hands get really sweaty, if I'm not holding onto them good, they'll start slipping a little bit when they get really sweaty. But mostly I can keep a pretty good grip on them without trying too much. Oh, I probably should have stopped there. I was thinking maybe walk on over here a little bit, but actually the park is closing pretty soon, so I should go ahead and stop. So yeah, I'll walk back over here and sit on the bench and go find someone to ride while I'm sitting here. What does this say? Slippery when wet or icy? Oh, there's a path that goes all the way down here. It's just not lit. It's cool. Oh, there's benches all down here. Alright, I'll sit right down here and find someone to raid. I guess go ahead and stop.
Aramis says, thanks for the stream, Medwin. Have a good rest of your night. I hope you don't have to wait too long.
Can you hear that? I can't feel the buttons with my gloves on. I turned the sound on my iPhone by accident, so it's TTF's is reading it out. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Harry, and everyone else. Hope you have a nice rest of your evening. And it's kind of late, so I think I probably will just not try to stream Beat Saber tonight. There's a chance, but like I really would probably need to decide. I mean, I probably would need to really only go like an hour. So, I mean, I don't know. There's a chance I might go do it Our Beat Server stream, but I'll probably just try to go on a long bike ride tomorrow and get some nice exercise and stuff. So let me see who's online. Ooh. Wait, I'll be destroying myself on back-to-back Fitbit and maybe Catsy's map. Oh, tonight? Nice. Man, there's so much new Fitbit. That just sounds really fun. I think I'll raid Melixen. Don't really know how much longer they're going to be going, but playing, I think, a horror game. Anyways, thanks for hanging out, everyone. I hope you all have a nice rest of your nights. Night or day, whatever time it is. Another hour? Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks for hanging out and everything. And I'll see you all later. Because I plan on trying to go bike riding tomorrow, so I'll probably, unless something comes up where I can't, planning on doing a bike stream tomorrow. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know when the raid's starting, but it should be pretty soon. So, hope you all have a nice day, like I said, and I'll see you all later, whenever.